Hey everybody, welcome back to Rambler's Diner. If this is your first time, welcome. We're so glad you stopped by. We have something really yummy for you tonight. This is a smoked ribeye, smoked to about medium rare to medium. It's a little bit higher than I wanted it to go, but that's okay. It's going to taste great anyway, with a chimichurri sauce over top of it, and I just can't wait to dig in. I sure hope it inspires you to try something new in your own backyard. If it does, or if you like what you see, please do give us a thumbs up. And if this is your first time and haven't been around in a while or haven't been around at all, please do hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to us to have you join us as part of our Rambler's Backyard Diner family. Okay, to get started, we have some Italian flat leaf parsley, some cilantro, a shallot. We have some garlic. I'm going to use the juice of 1 lime and 1 lemon. We have some red pepper. We have some extra virgin olive oil and some red wine vinegar. Now, I will probably only use a little bit of red wine vinegar because I think that the juice of the lemon and the lime might be enough. Some folks prefer only red wine vinegar. I kind of switch things up a little bit here and there and do things my own way. And I do like the lemon and the lime flavor in my chimichurri sauce. So let's get started. All right, to get started, we're going to crush some garlic. I've got my gigantic garlic crusher here. I'm going to do a couple of them at a time. That does it for our garlic. And every once in a while you'll find a little piece like that that falls off. Just discard those pieces. We don't need them. And some of you are going to say you use a lot of garlic. Well, yes, I do, because I like garlic. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to finely slice this shallot. Chase it around the board here. And there we go. That's probably about fine enough. We'll get that into our bowl. Okay, now I'm going to slice a lime in half. Slice the big old end off of the lemon. Slice him in half. And then we're going to take these lemons and limes and we're going to put them into our mixture here. Okay, next up, we're going to find a good spot here and cut off. We don't want all of the stems. And now we're going to finely, very finely chop all of this Italian parsley. And that's probably about fine enough. Take that and put it into our mix. Smells awfully good. Next up, we'll do the same thing with our cilantro. Not too many stems. We'll take the stems off. We'll start at the stem end, cut it as finely as we can. Poke myself. No blood though. Okay, there we have essentially the basis of our chimichurri sauce. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put some olive oil in. I have some Cola Vita olive oil here. This is the premium Italian olive oil. We like to make sure that we use a very good olive oil for the chimichurri sauce. I have one that I like even better, but I save that one for dipping breads and things like that in because it's much more expensive and very, very tasty. But this one will work great for a sauce. Give that a mix. Just to see where we are liquid-wise. All right, now let's go ahead and add a good pinch of this finishing salt I like to use. A good pinch of black pepper. And we'll mix it a little bit more. Okay, I see that it's not quite wet enough, so I'm going to get some red wine vinegar to put in. I'll be right back. Okay, so I had a little bit left in this bottle, so I'm going to go ahead and use, I think I'll probably use all of it. We'll see. We're going to give that a stir now and see how it goes. And yeah, that's good, but not quite enough, so I'm going to open the new bottle. And from the new bottle, we'll pour a little bit out here. I think that's going to be enough. I'm going to go ahead and give it a good mix. And while we work on our steaks, we'll just let it sit here on the counter and rest. When we spoon this onto our meat, we don't want it to be ice cold. So we're not going to put it back in the refrigerator. We're going to let it sit here on the counter for the next hour while the steaks smoke and get prepared. Okay, one thing that I forgot to put in was these red pepper flakes. So I'm going to go ahead and give, I'd say, a little bit more than a teaspoon. Okay, our steaks have been on for quite a bit longer than I thought it was going to take. It's about an hour and a half now, but they've come up to temperature, so we're going to go ahead and take them off. And we're going to put them on here, and then we're going to take them over to the Napoleon grill that has a sear burner on it, and we're going to give a nice sear to it. As you can see, you can tell that they're smoky, but they don't look like they have a sear. And the sear will give it a much better flavor and will make it look beautiful as well. Okay, so we're over at the Napoleon with the sear zone on it. I'm going to go ahead and put this steak down. Let it sear off. Every few seconds. Just keep flipping. We want it to sear, but we don't want it to burn. And you can see we're starting to get some nice searage on there. And one thing I like to make sure I do is bring up this fat cap right here and let some of that fat render. Another couple of flips and we'll be about ready, I think. Okay, I'm going to give it another flip. Give it about 10 seconds on here. And then we're going to take it off. Okay, so there we have it. Our steak is finished. It's been smoked. We've seared it off. It's got a nice, beautiful sear on it. And boy, oh boy, it sure smells good. So we're going to take this and we're going to cut it on the bias. And it's time to plate it up. Let's take a peek at that and see how we did. It looks like it's about medium as opposed to medium rare, but that's okay. It's going to be good anyway. Okay, now we're going to take some of that chimichurri sauce and put over the middle of the top of this. And boy, does that look good. Oh yeah. There we have it. All right, nothing left to do but give it a try. So I'm going to dig in. I'm going to take this piece right here in the middle with some of that chimichurri on it. It looks really good. Flavor explosion in my mouth. That is so good. It was a flavor explosion in my mouth. And first of all, we started with really good meat. This is a prime grade ribeye. Then we put it on the smoker. We got that beautiful smoky flavor. We made the chimichurri sauce. The combination of the herbs of the Italian parsley and the cilantro, the garlic, fantastic with that olive oil and lemon and lime. And then we took the steak off of the smoker and we put it on the sear burner on the Napoleon. If you don't know what a sear burner is, that's a really, really hot burner that gives you a very quick sear to the outside of your steak. That gives it that Maillard reaction that we all love. That's what you find in the steakhouse. That's what it is, what you're getting in the steakhouse, a nice crust. And it just turned out fantastic. Now I'm going to go in for another bite here. Just fantastic. So I hope you give it a try. Hope you liked what you saw. If you did, please do hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything that we do here in the Backyard Diner. And again, thank you for your time. We know it's precious to you, and we really appreciate you stopping by and wish you the very best of days.